So we're on the final leg of the tour here. The week's going to be over in 12 hours. No more trading. On the weekend, you're just going to have to suffer the boredom of the weekend. But this is the trend trade from hell. So how would you trade this 4-hour euro to the yen? Is there a way to make money on this chart? Now, if you look back at all the trades you missed, which is always a fun, entertaining sport, but the market creates a structure, I believe, on closing prices only. There's no structure on Wix. Stop it with the trend lines on Wix. Somebody just sent me a chart with trend lines. Why? Why? If the market's priced over time, why are you putting trend lines on Wix? Okay, that's my gripe of the day. Seriously. I mean, this volatility breakout, you're talking volatility trend lines. Talking trend lines of, you're putting a trend on the go to the VIX index and put a moving average on the VIX. Look at this wick here. I mean, would you base a Fibonacci off of this? Is this really a swing high to swing low? This is a 5 pip grid. Really? So if you're trading with 5 pips and 10 pip and 20 pip stops, and you have a 5 pip grid like this, look at this 5 pip window. You got a buy limit sitting here. Your buy limits could start at closing prices. It's very easy to see the entry, the window of entry. Same thing on the top side to go the other way. So this is a double bottom on the 4-hour. We broke out of this, right? This is the painfully obvious setup. We're looking for it to go to here, to here, to here, maybe, right? The obvious targets. No need a fib tool. I don't get it. It's like the guy, say you're going to work on a car. Now, there's the guy that'll whip out the owner's manual for the car. I mean, like, I can see the motor. Well, let me look in the, okay, let's just get it done. What is just going to happen if you put a fib tool on here? It's going to muck up your brain. What's really important is the auction factor of this market. That this price here, if you follow the dotted line, if you follow this line, this is a 5 pip window. Look at the retag prices. Now that's the wick entry. You'd have to place limits down here to capture that. If for only the scalp, right? Same thing here. Would you have sell limits? Would you put sell limits above there? Yeah. If only for the scalp. This is only going to be about a 50 pip ride there, right? There's 10 fives. There's 10 fives, 50 pip ride. Should you have bought here in the wicks on the 4-hour? Yes, you should have. And the same thing would hold true on the 1-hour chart. You're just going to be in the trade shorter time. But the density of orders that you're going to place in there is going to have to, you have to put a scalp bank in on the wicks. So you see the wick. There's another wick to come. You're looking right. You're not looking left. You're looking right because this is where your money's going to be at in the next trade. Not the trades you missed that you know that this was a bottom that became a top and you should have got in here. This is a doji. You could put a doji breakout script there, right? The doji, those hedge scripts only work here when the market's paused, right? Only works when the market's dead, like here even. Of course, I think after that you got a small bar. You put in a tighter hedge. So the hedge trades work, but you can't use them. You can't just press the button all day. So a lot of things work, but they don't work out. Here's a retest doji entry here. Painfully obvious place, and this was also, there's a triangle living inside there. Simply, just as simple as could be. Just like this is a flag. Here's a triangle wedge. Here's your trend line to break. Right, your trend line to break this morning is right there. So that's the obvious thing, right? This is obvious, I hope. Go for the painfully obvious zoom in trick. So if you look at the this just right here, and this is, I marked off the 100-yard lines that are marked off in the ink thing. Let's see, I'm in drawing mode here. So right here was this is a 10 pip window. Here is a, so you can count on the fives very easily, right? Here is a 10 pip stop to make how many fucking pips? Right? How many fucking pips should be the name of the video? Like you got a sell limit here and your exits down here. You just trade wick to wick. Doesn't that, it has nothing to do with trend trading. If you have buy limits sitting here, oh, so you had to take about 20 pips stop on one ticket. Another ticket comes in with, you got like about 20 different trade plans laid in there. It's the only way to trade. The guy that sent me this thing with the, hey, what do you think about a system of a moving average of 5 and this? Really? That's not a trade plan. You would never make any money trading. You would, I mean, how is that even going to work? You could back test that with God knows what stop and say, look, this thing makes money over 20 years. Can anybody see how ridiculous that is? That's like saying, well, you know, this girl I know, she looks so good, like a girl out of a magazine, and she's kind of bright. And she wears glasses, and so she can play a naughty secretary with me, and all that stuff. But then, you know, it occurred to you that this is a template that you had in your head. And this is the Fibonacci, the idealistic crap that you have in your head that you approach anything with. Oh, it's going to work out just like this. No, you have to deal with the way the world's at you. So if you and not to mention, you get in that utopian relationship, there's no such thing. All the templates are laid out. You've been told all the stuff they teach in school. What cracked me up about school was they'd show you concrete examples. No concepts. They don't teach concepts or principles in school. Okay, this is, why do that? You wouldn't need anybody, right? You just go live your life. No, they teach like, okay, what we're going to do is we're going to study rocks today. Okay, these are, and like, name every rock, Johnny. Like, can't we just go, okay, we got it, rocks, next topic. Like, they're going to focus so minutia and not even talk about the principle of rock, how it relates to other, what's anti-rock. What's rock, what's anti-rock? They don't teach like that. They teach these motherfuckers a whole list of shit to learn. Templates. Practical tips and suggestions. Of course, that's actually better. And then people went, oh, well, I'm going to study trading you know. Wow. I mean, structurally, if you understand structure, closing price, but boy, try to make money doing it? Brutal if you don't believe the fact that that it's just price. That you could have, like, your moving average today may just line up just perfectly right now. You got a 10 pre-moving average, like, dude, look at this moving average entry, I'm telling you. So I could create a cherry pick situation on this chart at any moment, but how do you explain this entry? Well, I'm writing the 5 moving average. But if you just take your mouse and draw, you know, you can kind of just sloppily say, well, I overshot a little bit. This is the top of my channel. I'll be selling up here because I have a Bollinger Band up there. Well, what really matters is, do you have a 12 pip stop ticket? Do you have a 24 pip stop ticket? Do you know how to implement a 22 pip stop and how many of those orders are you going to put in? If they're just one case, you can get quite carried away placing one case and just dropping strategies. It's going to take you a long time to blow up the account. But this idea that you're going to come in with these humongous orders that don't make any sense on a site, even if you had the money, it doesn't make, unless you can't, if you're trading full time, right? What else are you doing? Waiting for your entry? It'd be ridiculous to wait for an entry when there's a bunch of trades out there that you can just start plopping orders in. Oh, this is an idea. Here's an idea. So you have ideas and concepts. You don't have this, I'm looking for a cipher pattern. What the fuck is that? Why are you looking for a cipher pattern when there's shit happening all fucking day long on every currency? It's just you don't have a trade plan for it. Right? The people at Empower Trading don't have trade plans. They don't deal in trade. They don't deal in execution. They just deal with, let's see if we can read the chart and let's predict. Let's predict the market. It's near impossible, right? So, okay, so we're probably cashing out here, and somebody's cashing out here every time the market goes up and down. Somebody's winning, somebody's losing on some other time frame. So if you're gonna wait till you wait a long time to exit this trade, right? What is the exit here? When do we get the fuck out of this trade? Okay, let me focus. It's just too much, right? It is too much. The world's too much. People just gotta stop. People just gotta commit suicide. Everybody in unison. I'm waiting for these fuckers. Where are these protesters? Seriously, who has the time to go to a protest? Are you fucking kidding me? So here's your 15 pip window. So if you drag this around, you can see how tight your stop needs to be as you take this through. This is your only template you need, is how tight is your stop, right? If you had a 50 pip stop and you kept buying all these downs, buy, you're in a 3K or a 300K. What, 100K per trigger pull, $500 risk. So you have to do that. The guy that won't trade the guy that won't trade the demo. Are you kidding me? Like, I don't get it. The market's open all week long. This is the end of the week. This may be the last bit of gasp on this rally. As you close out the end of the week, you could possibly make it into the floor here, right? Where the top was supposed to become a bottom, but it failed. It's clean as day. Look at this, dead on. Come on, are you kidding me? A top becomes a double bottom. This is the pivot. That's the pivot. Done. You don't need fucking fibs. I don't get it. You could gag a maggot with the stupidity out there. This should be our target. This is where the fight's at. It's not even a round number. It's just 129. It's whatever. It's on the 5. Look at it, right on the 5 pip. Look at my 5 pip grips calling tops and bottoms. Look at how stupid, right? There's a 5 pip window here, but look how deep. So if you play off this pivot, look how deep they fucking crush in that. You have to have backup plans. You can't just have one trade. Well, what we're going to do here is we're going to take partial profits. That's not enough. That's not enough, man. You're never gonna kill it in these markets if you trade like that. It's just retarded. Some guy sent me this thing. Hey, yeah, I can help you, but God, man, people have to at least. I don't know. I would say anybody. I would just, what? If you got a question, make a YouTube channel for it. Go to one of these. I just saw some guy have DTube where you pay to watch. Are you kidding? I'm going to pay to watch your shit with Bitcoins? Are you fucking nuts? DTube. I just saw some guy advertising DTube. You kidding me, right? So the fragmentation is coming again with the, there was the simplicity of a BBS I remember when I dialed in, I thought I'd really hit the lottery when I had this I think it was CompuWare book or something. It was all of the telephone numbers for all the BBS systems, all the FIDO systems you'd log into, and I thought it was like the biggest porthole to, phone. You're on the phone, but you're sending data. I mean, mind blowing. People don't think much about now. People running optic fiber with fucking porn going through it, but and what's the other thing they're making money on? Gaming. Got to play my games. So, in the gaming thing, oh Jesus, I mean, I don't know. People are making money playing games. Well, they're doing that I guess football is like a real game. I don't know if gaming is as rugged. I guess there are things like you have to wear the yellow glasses or your eyes start to cook from the LCD monitors. Of course, the real gamer's using a radiation tube, right? Zero lag execution. So the gamers, they're into execution. The traders, not so much, you know, because that'd be like gambling. If you just put more than one order out there, now you're really risking more, right? How is that even? How is it that well, this is the idea of picking the perfect car and the perfect house and the perfect wife and the perfect this. And that's the way that all the commercials are on TV. That's the template there. People look perfect. I haven't watched TV in so long. Every time I come across a TV, I'm like, is this a movie? These people are all like gorgeous. Even if they're old, they're refined, good-looking people. You don't see some fucked up guy with a mole on his fucking dick on the where's the guy that's fucked up? Okay, Bud Melman, right, from Letterman's the only guy that famous for just being like this, just a guy. So then you come to the trading world. Oh, that Carly? Look at that cipher pattern. Look at that. Look at that way that thing sits in there. I could force a cipher pattern into this chart, I suppose, right? I could force it in there. I don't know, man. Jesus. Anyways, I gotta go. I gotta go make some more coffee.